Good morning, Glover and Village School art students. Well, it's been a very interesting week, and I have to say that I miss you guys a lot, and I'm going to be very excited to get back to school and get back into the studio. But for the next few weeks, I'm going to do videos of some review lessons and some projects that you might like to do at home. Videos on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram, so you can go to either of these. I also have a folder that I've shared on our Google Docs that all the parents received yesterday that have some worksheets and some other small projects on it if you want to review that as well. So each week we'll do a little different topic around the elements and principles of art. You don't need to go in any order on the videos. There will be grouped together by a unit, and so we're going to be working with color this week. And before we begin, though, I'd like to talk a little bit about materials, because we need to gather some materials together. I'm not suggesting that you go out and buy anything. We're going to try to find what you have at home, and you can work with materials that you have at home. I've tried to assemble different materials that I found that I have at my house. Nothing that's expensive, just kind of everyday stuff that we should have. If you don't have something, you don't need to worry, because the lessons I'm going to be doing can be done with really any media. So whatever you have, great, let's give it a shot. One of the things I'm going to suggest before we get started is that you grab a box. It doesn't matter. You can use a cardboard box or a bag, or I'm using a really old, cringy shoebox that I found in the basement. I'm going to put my materials in the box, so that when I'm ready and I want to go make some art, I can take my bag or my box out and I have kind of everything grouped together to make it a little bit easier. So before we get started, I am going to go over the materials that I've gathered, and some you may have, some you may not have, and if you want to try to experiment with something different, I'm going to show you different levels of materials. And other than that, we could have some fun, and hopefully you watch the videos and you check my YouTube channel. Again, YouTube channel and my Instagram. Oh, other thing I wanted to mention, if you've done some art that you would love to share with me and love to share with your friends, if you DM me on Instagram, or you can email it to my Marblehead Public Schools email, I'm going to be happy to post it on my Instagram, and we'll share with everybody. I'm excited to see what you work on. We're going to be doing this together. I'm going to be doing the projects with you, and let's see what we come up with and have some fun. Talk to you later, and feel free, get in touch with me anytime. I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere, so we'll do this together. Take care, everybody. Miss you guys. See you soon. All right, so here's a grouping of materials that I've gathered together to work with. These are things that I had in the house. A lot of these we have at school. If you don't have everything, please, this is not to be stressful or cause any anxiety. The lessons that we're going to go over will use any of these, and they are interchangeable. And so this is referred to as media. These are our media that we're going to work with. Washable markers. Now, I realize as I put this grouping together that most of my stuff is Crayola. It does not need to be Crayola. It can be any brand that you have at home is great. We'll start with some markers. Washable markers, because they are water soluble, and they can also work as watercolor paints. They work interchangeably. It's a good way to create paint from markers. Some of my kids have seen us soak old markers and make watercolors out of them, and we'll talk about that in another video. But for today, if you could gather any kind of a washable marker, that would be great. It doesn't matter if it's an 8-pack, a 6-pack, a 10-pack, whatever you have. And we're going to save those in our box so that we have them to work with. But we do want washable kids markers. I also have fine tip. I don't use these a lot in my classroom because we work with the younger guys, but if you have fine tip, that's great too. You want to get a box of crayons. Again, doesn't matter how many crayons. We're just looking for primary and secondary colors right now. I bought these at Staples. You can pick them up at Staples. I think CVS has them on sale right now. Staples, CVS. You can order them on Amazon, Walgreens. A lot of like the discount stores will have them too. So a box of crayons. Watercolors. If you have watercolors, fantastic. And they usually, oh, my brush is gone. They usually come with a little brush. So a set of watercolors. Glue sticks. Again, doesn't matter what brand of glue stick, just some glue sticks. Or even white glue. If you've got Elmer's glue, that's great too. We'll talk about that. So I know it's elementary school, but with my guys, I do like to use Sharpies, and they are really good about them. So I know a lot of parents are like, "Ooh, permanent marker with my kiddos, kind of scary." But I'll use a permanent marker because it won't run with water. So I use them when we're doing projects that are watercolor and drawing combined, or some kind of paint or some kind of liquid media with the marker, because they won't bleed. The kids' markers will bleed. These will stay like a solid color. So these are great if you have one. You may want to watch them when they use it, but honestly, I haven't really, in all the years I've been teaching, I've had really good luck with kids using the Sharpies. You need a set of scissors, a ruler, oh, and I forgot my pencil, and just a pencil with an eraser on it. And this is one of my my sets that's kind of above and beyond what we do. This is a set of Crayola. If I can get the cover off, I'll show you the top. These are a set of Crayola oil pastels. If you have oil pastels at home, great. If you don't, again, this is just some stuff that I like to use. If you don't have them, not a worry. And I'm going to put everything in my box so that I have it. You can use any kind of paper. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you have at home, this is like a drawing pad. You can use drawing pads. You can use regular copy paper that you put in your printer at home. It doesn't matter. These are a little bit thicker. These little drawing pads are a little bit thicker, so the media works a little bit better on it. But if your kids are drawing a lot and they're sketching, you can just use regular copy paper, inexpensive copy paper. You can draw in paper bags if you want. That's a fun thing to try. Really anything that you have around the house. You don't need to go out and buy anything new for this. But if you have a pad of drawing paper around, great. If you have Xerox paper or copy paper, perfect. Whatever you have at home will work great. So we can start gathering our supplies together, put everything in our little trusty box, and I'll be posting up new videos every day so that we can get started. And hope you join us. And like I said, keep in touch and send me a DM or an email, and we can chat with any comments or concerns or anything you'd like me to do. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.